Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to season 4 of The 100. I'm really looking forward to this episode. I edited episode 5 recently and reminded myself of all the big, crazy ending parts with the arc blowing up, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But I'm really looking forward to it, and also one of my friends from my old job came over recently and he's just finished season 6 or something like that of The 100. I think he's about to start series 7, and he was saying about how much he loved. I think he said season 5 was his favourite, which made me laugh because I've just uploaded the finale of series 3 onto YouTube, and there's people saying season 4 is their favourite, people saying season 5 is their favourite, there's people that enjoy 6, but there's also people saying everything after 3 is like a downhill slide in terms of viewer feedback, viewing figures, all that kind of stuff. But I keep an open mind. I'll go into it and just enjoy what I can and make my own decision up at the end of the 7 seasons, what I liked and what I didn't. But so far, series 4, I'm quite enjoying. So last episode was the Tinderbox, and primarily it was about Rohan and Clark trying to come to an agreement to how to use the Arcadia. And essentially what they settled on was they're going to use 50 people each, go in there when the apocalypse hits and survive. But Illian put a big stop to that plan because he blew the whole bloody thing up, and I wasn't happy. It's a good twist, like it's something completely new and I wasn't expecting it, but oh my god, Illian, you pretty mess of a person. I'm really excited to see where they take it because that's such a huge thing. It's one of the main things we had going forward with How to Survive. Obviously, we've got the Raven Nightblood stuff, but the Ark was the main. This is what we're going to do to survive the apocalypse. So that's going to be really interesting to see the fallout of that. And also with Raven and Abby, they both basically had a stroke or got signs of brain damage and like the hallucinating experience in Euphoria. But Raven has found a rocket to go into space, and they can go into space and make some more Nightbloods. I'm really excited. I'm actually really looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect. It's called We Will Rise. Now, what I think that means is, if I watch The Grinch, because there's a bit after the end of The Grinch, the Jim Carrey version, like at the end of The Grinch when all the presents have been stolen, the Christmas tree's burnt down, rather than let it stop you, we rise and we come together and we celebrate or find a new way forward. So possibly that's what it's going to be, like from the ashes of the fire, the phoenix rises, something like that. So while all hope looks primarily lost, minus Nightblood stuff, they hopefully going to come together to come up with a new solution, hopefully, but we'll see. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought, and if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this video, there's a full-length reaction over on my Patreon. There's a link in the description box. And also, if you watch on YouTube, get a few episodes in advance ahead of YouTube, about a month ahead. Let's jump into season 4, episode 6, The 100, We Will Rise. It's just weird, it's all gone. I'd say you can probably salvage bits of it, but
when it comes, it'll be colorless. How are we gonna know? Pain, chaos, death. Same old.
oh, happy chappy.
Once you accept there's nothing to be done, there's nothing to worry about.
I'm so conflicted with Jasper, like,
We'll find a way.
Killy wants to die, but it's just
I
sad.
found a way. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good.
Is he even reading Mr. Seuss? Mr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss. Hey, yeah! Dr. Seuss.
I will shoot the next person who touches this man, so help me!
Has he still got this weird accent? I don't know if I'm just completely misremembering what he sounded like, but the last 2 episodes he's been... The accent just sounds really weird. Just going back down from space. It's legit.
Fuel levels critical and dropping.
Okay. Hallucination.
Exterior damage 100%.
Surely.
Destruction 100%. Fatality 100%.
Or it's like a simulation.
10 barrels of hydrazine is all we have left at Arcadia. If there was more, I wouldn't have a problem landing. Damn it. Ugh.
You okay in there?
I was about to say what looks so different about Murphy, but it's because he's not being up for a change.
No.
It looks like he's possibly had a shower.
No, I'm good. Don't you ever sleep?
Oh,
Everyone needs rest, Clark.
it's hooking up again.
Saviors. There she goes.
I have to. Going to the island today to take rocket fuel to my mom and Raven so they can go to space to make Nightblood. It's now officially our only hope.
Yep. Pretty much.
She lives on through you.
It's very sweet.
What is it?
I want you to stay here. You can have my room until I get back.
Clark, I'm not asking for anything more than this moment.
Once we solve Nightblood, it'll be distributed to Arcadia and Polis first. I feel better knowing you were here to get it.
Could be making a lot of Nightblood though.
Lost the server room, all of our processors and life support systems, and half of our living quarters.
Okay, so some of it's
Now,
still usable. Good.
Backup power will keep the lights on at night in the rooms that survived, but we'll have no heat or running water, and no way to restore it or reseal the ship before the radiation gets here.
Is there any good news? Well, no one died.
Oh,
Forget the Ark.
that's a
I was
surprise.
never gonna say this all
Literally
anyway. We need to
nobody was
focus
in
our
there.
resources on the Nightblood solution.
Okay.
Is the fuel loaded? Our people need you here. Now more than ever. I know you're worried about my mother.
She's going into space. In a 100-year-old rocket.
Yeah. It's
Do you have
crazy,
any
really.
idea how many things could go wrong?
Yeah, lots. It's really scary though. I'm excited to see.
She'd like a little more fuel, but as long as we get her what we've got, she said she'll get them both back down safely.
Because if that doesn't go to plan,
Look, we have to try.
we have no other plan.
Octavia, I thought you were dead.
Octavia is dead.
Oh no.
She died when you killed Lincoln.
Shit.
Please don't say that. No. Okay, I'm your brother.
Why do you think you're still alive?
I mean, she's probably got a point. Oh god. I hope she does forgive him someday. Not that he deserves it, but just 'cause I don't like this. It's so uncomfortable. But I also don't blame her. Like, she is traumatized.
All right.
I've had enough of your stupid
Murphy
little
looks good.
jokes.
Why don't you take it easy, huh?
You're just a self-loathing bottom feeder. Abby's an idiot for trusting you. She doesn't know you like I do.
You alright, Raven?
Murphy, sucking people dry.
It's not a mental patient like you, Raven.
Well, the hell.
I give I up. I give I up. Gonna be
Well, that worked a treat. Whatever that was. Yeah, Raven's not doing too well. Pushing herself too hard.
Let's go again.
She needs a break,
She'll be
but
alright.
she won't.
Will you?
Darkness can kiss my worthless ass.
Congratulations. You're the new Raven sitter.
What is she doing?
Being Clark. No one else gets out.
That is a fact. She can't help herself.
Broadleaf and Plains Riders are moving against Esgeta. We want in.
Better move.
Okay. Away from there.
Oh god. Oh god. Move quickly.
You know that little limp she's got? Yeah, that was me.
Yep.
I don't think she hates you for that.
Series 1, right? Shot her.
Hate yourself.
Why do you care about any of this? You're the miracle, right? You're gonna live through the radiation either way.
Maybe I don't want to be the last person on Earth.
Really?
I know that you stole medicine to save Adria. I know that you saved Raven from the drones.
And I'm definitely
True,
rethinking
true.
that decision right about now.
I know what it's like to hate yourself, John.
Where's
Because
Amori?
of the color of my blood. I was raised to be a killer. For years, I reveled in death and violence. I killed my own brother. So trust me when I tell you. If I found peace, you can.
I think peace is overrated.
I guess it's hard, like every time he's close to being part of a group, stuff like Raven's outburst happens, and it did hit home.
I killed no one.
Wrong. You killed them all. And now they're gonna
Potentially.
kill you.
I didn't know about Prime Fire.
Not the
I
point.
tell them that. I never meant to hurt anyone.
Sword doesn't care what you meant. It just cuts.
I just find that logic awful. I didn't mean to kill anyone, but I blew up your home.
Make no mistake, this was a hate crime, so let him feel our hate!
I don't know. This feels like a
They're just blowing
lynch mob.
Blowing off steam. Is that what we were doing when we strung up Murphy for killing Wells?
Well,
Or, with all due respect, your son would be ashamed of you.
oh, that's gonna hurt. Go Monty.
ready for the radiation.
Oh, fuck.
Not from me, but from my son. So I could give my boy my spot.
Who cares about perfect as long as you and Abby walk away with the magic potion, right?
Controlled crash is still a crash.
It's worked before.
Swim away.
Crash into the water.
Controlled crash into the water, Luna. That's brilliant. Thanks.
Progress. We like progress. Pretty. So easily distracted by a pretty face.
They left the body. We need to see if we can pick up their trail.
Tree crew burned their dead. They're still here.
Exactly.
Back up now.
There is no one here. They've taken the truck, the fuel.
Back
the
up,
car.
Bellamy.
You're such a good tracker. Go track.
I mean, come on. Even I knew that was a bloody trap.
Maybe we should reconsider.
No, we aren't doing this.
On the Ark, we floated people from this.
Mob
She might just take him out and then it's done.
Open this door right now. Nobody else gets hurt.
We can't let them in here. They'll kill him. If we let them descend into darkness, there's no coming back.
Yeah, but if you start gunning them down, it's gonna make you look.
Kane. Darkness is all we have left.
No, wait. What are you doing?
Don't!
Oh shit. Kane. You can't start gunning these people down. I mean, I don't feel good about it, but really,
I'm sorry.
is there much of a choice here? It's not right. It's not right, but it's okay. Yeah, there's nothing Kane could have done, really. Because he ain't going to gun down them all. And if he even shoots one person, that's going to prove to everyone else that they're right in some ways.
You said we need every drop. We do. So get me as close as you can. You gotta be kidding.
His accent seemed to change then as well. It went from get me as close as you can. Bit of green screen. Boom. Alright, now look at that barrel, it's about to fall. Cool, cool. Nice shot. But I mean, like, they were in a big field. She could have just turned left slightly and not ran the risk of going into him.
You're not a murderer.
You're wrong.
She is a little bit.
Get it over with.
Black Rain! Everybody get inside! Black Rain, go! Go! Black Rain!
Easy.
Right.
Octavia, we put Duncan on his knees too.
That's also true. There's a parallel. Didn't spot that.
Right there. Right where you're standing. When they put a gun against his head.
I was there.
I mean, it's a bit different, but it isn't good.
It's okay. Octavia, wait. Octavia.
Oh, poor Octavia.
Wait!
You shouldn't run. Yeah, King runs an errand while his people are at war in Polis.
This errand is the most important thing right now, and you know it.
And if we do save everyone, then what? What happens when
Worry about that if it happens.
Do we just keep on killing each other?
I'm gonna take the rover back to camp.
Octavia.
It's pathetic, right?
No.
She hates me, but keep coming back for more.
She'll come around and see how special you are.
Tree Carrera.
Oh.
No. Do this.
Target now visible. Range 300 feet.
I mean, this is all very exciting, but when it actually happens, if it actually happens, I'm gonna... Because it's gonna be so scary to see if they survive or not.
Cargo destruction. 0%. Fatality. 0%.
Good, good.
We're good.
Because it's all gonna go so smoothly when it actually happens, I'm sure.
We're good!
I lost a barrel.
What?
Oh, yeah. It's a good memory is.
Raven?
You okay?
Raven girl. Come on.
Abby! Abby!
Raven. Raven.
Raven does not catch a break, does she? I mean, God. Literally, this show does not want to keep her, you know, happy for even half a second. Okay, that was my reaction to The 100, Season 4, Episode 6. We Will Rise. And I don't know what I thought about the episode. It was good. There were some really good moments, but there were some also moments that just confused me. I don't know whether I'm looking for problems because people keep hyping up the season and then not hyping up the season, saying it's rubbish, and vice versa. But I enjoyed it, but there was just some writing things that were a little weird to me. Like, again, Rowan's accent seemed to change. Claire Kane's accent seemed to change, which wasn't writing, it's more the actors, I suppose. Okay, so let's look at the different storylines. Let's go for the Raven laboratory stuff. She's pushing herself and pushing herself and pushing herself, clearly too far, and it's already having negative consequences. At the end, she's having a seizure, foaming at the mouth, really bad stuff. But in the process, she has managed to find a way to crash the ship safely back onto Earth in water. And a controlled crash into water after being in space should allow them to land safely. And it did answer the question I had, which was, they can go into space, make this Nightblood stuff, come back, and then inject people or do blood transfusions. They don't need to take people into space to do it, which kind of makes more sense and is probably explained very well in the last episode before, whatever it was. But I just didn't pick up on it because this show just moves so fast, and it's kind of show where I know when I do a rewatch, I'm going to pick up on so much more, see a lot of connections that I didn't see the first time round, see some of the stuff where the comments go, oh, how didn't you not notice that? It's really obvious. And like, obviously, with a show that I've only ever watched, as I'm trying to react and talk at the same time, I do miss stuff, so I'm looking forward to rewatching it at some point and seeing those connections. But yeah, she can go into space with the rocket and crash land on Earth in the water, and it should be fine. Now we've lost some of the fuel. Enough fuel, we needed every drop of fuel for that to happen. So, again, what's going to happen? It's one of those shows where we've got a plan, and then there's like a stumbling block. But hopefully at the end they will get to it, because we don't have the Ark there anymore, enough to survive the coming Prime Fire. This is the only plan that we've got. So I can see it happening, but obviously not as maybe successfully as we hope. What I could see maybe happening is, because there's this whole Raven-Murphy storyline going on, where she's lashing out at him, and then thanked him, and they're sort of making amends. Maybe Murphy's going to pilot the rocket. Maybe she's going to be too ill, she's going to die, but she teaches him before she dies, and he pilots the rocket and he saves everybody. That would be a cool little storyline for Murphy, because he's so, like, not selfish, but selfish. Like, he looks after himself, and he doesn't care. Like, he's not apologetic about it. He's very much looking out for his own, but every now and again, the heart will come through, and he'll give the drugs like he did to that child. So, like, he is a nice person that just doesn't like to let people in. So I feel like that could be a really cool storyline if he ends up saving the day. Now, as usual, you guys that have seen the series will be like, that's not going to happen, you idiot, what are you talking about? But I like to go in these little fantasies where, like, sexy Murphy's all like, I'm going to save the day, and like pilots up to space, does what he needs to do, come back down. But there was room for two, which would have been Raven and Abby. But if Raven's on her way out, potentially, Abby just randomly wasn't in this episode. And I think that's another reason, like, I get an ensemble cast. There's a lot of characters, you can't see them all the time. But, like, we've got Murphy that just appeared at this place, Luna that's never been shown before at this place. I guess they were walking there. They were all walking there on the island, right? I forgot all about that. So it makes sense. But I guess because last episode, we only saw Abby, Ben/Eric, and not Octavia. Raven, I just forgot that other people were there, but now I'm remembering the episode where they got to the island, and the drones were there, and they all found the place. But again, like I say, ensemble cast, sometimes characters are going to not appear for a couple of episodes, so I just forget what's going on, especially because I don't binge it, I watch it once a week. My memory is terrible, so I'm trying my best. Don't need to leave any comments. So yeah, looking forward to that storyline. Let's go with the Ilian stuff and the Octavia stuff. It was really dark and really interesting, and I feel really conflicted because Ilian blew the place up. It's very convenient that nobody got killed. Very convenient, because it wasn't just like a little explosion in a room. Like, half that place toppled over. There was explosions all over the place, and nobody was in there to get killed. Alright, convenient. But I do guess that there was fire alarms going off so people could have evacuated. But I just feel like it's unlikely that no one was going to get seriously injured. But I understand people wanting to kill him. It's their only, that they were aware of properly, major source of hope to survive this coming apocalypse. And I understand that there's people with kids who were like, I was going to give him my spot, I was going to stay here and die and let him survive the apocalypse. Cool. Awesome. So I understand the anger. Do I agree with killing him? It's really complicated in this world. Our world is a different matter. But this world, you do get revenge and you do kill them, like killing Pike. Ilian technically sentenced hundreds of people to their death in a form. Obviously, he didn't know about Prime Fire, Nightblood, but it's irrelevant. I guess you shouldn't compare it to Earth laws, but there is an Earth law, but I can't remember what it's called. I did it in law in college when I did law for a year. Something about you're judged not on the situation that you're aware of, but the situation that is. So there was a guy who punched a guy in a bar, he fell over and he died because he hit his head. But it was only because his skull was really fragile, because he had some skull problems. So the defence was, well, I didn't know he had that problem, but they ended up getting charged with it because it's regardless of whether you knew he had that problem, you still punched him, he still hit his head, and he died because of the medical problem, but your punch obviously initiated it. And It was something egg. I believe it was an egg law. Ignore me, I'm talking nonsense probably. But, and I shouldn't judge it on the same universe, but I didn't know a prime fire was happening. No, but you still blew up their home and their livelihood. I mean, parts of it anyway. So, you should still be judged on that. And I understand people want to kill him. In this world, maybe I would have let them, because we're in the situation we're in. Prime fire's coming. He destroyed the Ark, most of it. And so this main chance they had to survive has gone. So I do feel like killing him was a valid option in this world. Now, if they were going to try and protect him and try and speak to people's humanity and reason with them, I can understand that as well. But then when Kane was like holding his gun to the people, trying to get to him, like, what's your plan here, Kane? Are you going to gun them down? Because you've got maybe, 10 bullets maximum in that gun. I don't know what guns hold. 6 bullets, 8 bullets, 10 bullets, 12 bullets, whatever. You've got a handful of bullets. You're going to gun down a couple of people. But that's only going to make people more angry that you're protecting this person that they want to kill. And not just protecting them, but killing them for it. So, Kane was kind of doing a silly thing by holding a gun to them. But I understand he had a good intention. It wasn't very well thought through. But Octavia opening that door, though, was so badass. Like, do I agree that she should have done it? I don't know. I really don't know how I feel. Maybe he should have died, just because of this world. And they killed Finn for revenge in season 2. Well, that's what the Grounders wanted. And they've done this for revenge and this for revenge. Octavia killed Pike for revenge. So, can I say it's okay to kill Pike but not Illian? I don't know. But I'm glad that in the end, Octavia didn't shoot him. Not because I don't care if he lives or died. I mean, he's pretty, but I'm not really that bothered about the character. But because when we saw the parallels, which I didn't pick up until Kay mentioned it, of Pike had someone to their knees, gun to their head, and shot him point blank. You're doing the same thing. It was that moment I was like, oh, okay, we need to pull back, Octavia. Don't do this. Because when she realises that, if she'd have killed him and then realised in her head the parallels, that would have really kind of, I think, maybe make her lose even more. I think she would have been lost to us. Whereas I still think there's elements of Octavia that, whilst I like the badass and the assassin and killing people, hardcore coldness, there is an element of heart to her. We saw that. She cried. She broke down when she realised what she was doing and cried. I don't think that's going to stop her. But I feel like it would have been a step too far if she'd have shot Illian point blank in the head, So, yeah, conflicting feelings on that storyline. Like, I don't fully agree one way or the other what should have happened. I'm not fully on board with one thing. But I think if Illian had died, it wouldn't have bothered me. It would have bothered me how they killed him. If Octavia would have been the one to, basically gun him down at point blank range, wouldn't have been okay for her mental state. So I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, that was a good episode. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Nyla and Clark are sort of a thing. It's kind of cute, I suppose. That's cool. All the stuff with Rowan and the vans and stuff, wasn't really that bothered about. It was entertaining to watch, but it did one of those things. Like, do you know what you always see in action films? And this is a common thing we always talk about. In an action film, when someone's running and someone behind them is falling, like a building or whatever, they always run in a straight line rather than running to the side. It's a common thing. I see it all the time. And this action scene really pinpointed that right at the end, when Bellamy had shot the guy trying to stop Clark. Clark was gunning for him in the van and was putting her foot on the brake so that she didn't hit the van, almost hit the van and Bellamy, where she could have just kind of turned to the side slightly and it wouldn't hit the van. And on top of that, the arrow that hit that barrel with the oil was like this much above the bottom, so it was like here. So when Rowan threw the oil drum over and it was empty, no drops at all, I find it unbelievable. There still would have been a bit at the bottom in that. And I know that's just me looking for little flaws, I know, but that's just how I do things. I'm an adult that's very picky, and my anxiety works that I get laser focused on certain things, and I miss other obvious things that's going on. That's just how it works. So, yeah, I did enjoy it. I did think there was a lot of little weird plot holes and things that didn't make sense with that storyline that were like convenient and whatnot. Like Bellamy going, no, this isn't a trap. I'm like, really? I think it's a trap, and I've not lived in this world for X amount of months. I've not had to survive on it, and I think it's a trap. They're going to leave this guy that they want you to save just lying on the middle of the road. I don't think so. They would have buried him or, like I said, burnt his body. So Murphy was looking fine. It was nice to see Luna again. Obviously, I did forget that they were there, but I enjoyed seeing them. Like I say, Murphy has looked the best that he's looked in about since season 1. Because it's probably like the first time in a long time, like I said, that he's not bruised, battered, muddy, cut up, bloody, and he had looked like he had a fresh shower, had a nice little hairdo going on. And I would like to know who does all the hairdressing here and the dental care, because it's perfect considering we're in the middle of apocalypse. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing where the rest of the season goes. I'm really excited to see, in particular, if they get to space and the whole rocket up to space, rocket down to space, regardless of who's in it, where that goes and just how they pull that off, because it can't go smoothly. The 100 never goes smoothly. Things don't go to plan like that. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of season 1. Nope. Again, season 4, episode 6 of the 100. We Will Rise. Let me know what your thoughts are on Ilian and Octavia's storyline and the Nightblood stuff, the Ark stuff that's gone, and just everything, and a couple of the weird little plot holes that we had. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode, the halfway point of season 4 of the 100. Bye guys, take care and stay safe.